And fans, we open up tonight's edition of Primetime Wrestling with the Macho Man Randy Savage taking on Ace, Cowboy Bob Oorton, and Macho Man taking advantage early, taking Oorton down, stopping away, as the lovely Miss Elizabeth looks on at ringside. Macho Man, and a reversal by Oorton takes Macho Man up and over, fireman's carry, and Macho Man fights back with left hands and a big right hand, staggers the Cowboy into the ropes, and misses with an elbow, a reversal by Oorton, and a beautiful neck breaker by Ace. Takes the Macho Man down. Survivor Series coming up Thanksgiving night. Bob Oorton has an opportunity to win an 8-man battle royal, as the Intercontinental title future match will be on the line. He'll be in a battle royal with a lot of superstars. The Macho Man has a submission maneuver. Will Ace give up? And Ace able to reverse out and get out of the move, but the Macho Man stays on top. Whips Oorton across the ropes. And a stalemate by these two men. And a reversal by Oorton, a kick to the midsection. And a back and forth in the early going of this contest. Big elbow by the Macho Man. Going for the cover. The referee out of position. And Macho Man picks up Oorton and having words with the referee. Off the ropes and drops the elbow. The Macho Man has big plans as he climbs the top rope. Could it be setting up that elbow? He's setting him up. And Oorton getting back to his feet. Could it be that double axe handle? Macho Man draw and he missed. Oorton out of the way. And now Oorton regains control. Macho Man reverses. Throws Oorton up and over the top rope. And now the Macho Man suplexing Bob Oorton back in. The Macho Man will be teaming with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Olympian Ken Patera, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, and he misses with a knee drop. Oorton out of the way and drops a knee of his own. Oorton stomping away. And Macho Man's team will go against the one-man gang, Butch Reed, Ravishing Rick Rude, and Hercules Hernandez, as Bob Oorton driving his elbow into the chest of the Macho Man. Macho Man missed not one but two high-risk maneuvers, and Oorton goes for the cover, and a kick out at one by the Macho Man. Oorton staying on top of Savage. Savage fires back with the right hand, and a double big axe handle takes Oorton down. And now stomping away on the back of Cowboy Bob Oorton is the Macho Man. Fans, we have a huge main event for you tonight. A tag team match as Heenan family members, King Kong Bundy and a Ravishing Rick Rude take on Hulk Hogan and Ken Patera. That will be a Texas Tornado match. All four men in the ring at the same time as Oorton ramming the Macho Man's head 10 times into that top turnbuckle. Oorton in control, picks up the Macho Man, and a big right hand takes Savage down. Goes for the cover. That could be it. Referee counts. One. And a kick out at one by the Macho Man. It's going to take more than a big right hand to take out the former Intercontinental Champion, Macho Man Randy Savage. But Oorton staying on top with a series of knees to the back, picks up Savage. And a reversal. Into the turnbuckle goes Oorton. And now Savage picking up Oorton. Could it be a superplex? He's setting him up top on that top turnbuckle. Using Bob Oorton's finishing maneuver against him. He has him set up for that superplex. And if Oorton doesn't get out, he's going to be in trouble. And he is! A big superplex off the top rope. Oorton's in trouble. Macho Man calling to the fans. Waving that finger in the air, you know what's coming next. It could be that elbow. Picks up Oorton, whips him hard into the turnbuckle. And now Savage has Oorton. Sets him up in a Russian leg sweep. Takes him down. Macho Man climbing back up to the top rope. Allowing Oorton to get back to his feet. Leaps and nails a double axe handle across the forehead. Savage going back up top, and this could be the elbow. The fans are on their feet. Macho Man up on the top rope. calls to the fans, and delivers a flying elbow from the top. You can count to 10, 2, and 3. And the Macho Man is your winner here on Primetime Wrestling. And here's some highlights from earlier in the contest. As both men have big plans for Thanksgiving night. And the Macho Man will get his hands on Butch Reed and the one-man gang again. That feud has taken this year by storm. Fans, we have much more Primetime Wrestling after this quick commercial break. We thank you for tuning in to Gotmark76. And we will have more Primetime Wrestling after this quick timeout.
Here is your winner, Randy Macho Man the Savage.
From the pages of the World Wrestling Federation magazine, here's Update.
Welcome to Update. I'm Gotmark76. The weather outside is getting colder, but the action of the World Wrestling Federation is still heating up. We are less than 3 weeks away from the Thanksgiving night tradition of Survivor Series, where teams of 4 compete in elimination matches. The 4-man teams are being finalized, but the Bobby Heenan family finds themselves at the crossroads of this year's event, as they are involved in multiple matches. World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion Paul Orndorff will be leading Andre the Giant, King Kong Bundy, and King Harley Race in the battle. Their opponents are an odd pairing, and an incomplete team at that. It started with Hulk Hogan declaring war on the entire Heenan family, vowing to eliminate any and all members who are protecting the world champion Paul Orndorff. Last month at Saturday night's main event, Don the Rock Morocco was on the short end of a 2-on-1 attack when of all people Jake the Snake Roberts, a man not known for caring about others, saved Morocco from the attack. They're still looking for a 4th teammate to take on the Heenan family. Also on the big card, other Heenan family members Rick Rude and Hercules Hernandez will team up with the Doctor of Style Slick's Charge's one-man gang and Butch Reed. They will be going against the determined team of Randy Macho Man Savage, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Olympian strongman Ken Patera, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Rounding out the Heenan family in Survivor Series, the Islanders Haku and Tama will team with WWF World Tag Team Champions Axe and Smash Demolition to take on World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Tag Team Champions Paul Roma and Jim Powers, the Young Stallions, and the British Bulldogs of Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid. Also on that big Survivor Series card, the Hart Foundation of Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart will team with Coco Beware and the Blue Blazer against the Dream Team of Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Adrian Adonis, and the Honky Tonk Man. Also on Survivor Series, an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal will take place, with the winner getting an Intercontinental title match at future events. The 8 competitors will be the Junkyard Dog, Wild Samoan Sika, the Ugandan Giant Kamala, Cowboy Bob Oorton, Golden Boy Danny Spivey, Big John Studd, Billy Jack Haynes, and Tito Santana. All this great action comes to you from Gotmark76 on YouTube, Thanksgiving night. We'll be right back with more Primetime Wrestling after this quick timeout. Welcome back to Primetime Wrestling. The following contest is between Greg the Hammer Valentine and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And these two men going after each other. No strangers to each other here in the World Wrestling Federation. As Hacksaw Duggan with a series of jabs to Greg the Hammer Valentine. And both of these men have their sights set on Survivor Series in 3 weeks' time. as Greg Valentine teams with his tag team partner Brutus Beefcake, as well as Adrian Adonis and the Honky Tonk Man, as they go against the Hart Foundation of Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Coco Beware, and newcomer the Blue Blazer. Duggan whipping Valentine up and over the top rope goes Valentine to the floor. And Duggan following suit. Looks like he was going to jump on Valentine, missed, and Valentine taking advantage and driving his knee into the knee of Hacksaw Duggan. Could be setting up for that figure 4 leg lock, and a shoulder breaker again on the outside floor. The referee's count is up to, I believe, 4, and Valentine picks up Duggan and throws him into the ring unceremoniously. And now Valentine follows back in, has Duggan where he wants him, ramming him face first to the top turnbuckle, and Duggan blocks it and rams Valentine's head face first. And both men staggering as Duggan catering to the fans, and Valentine takes advantage with an atomic drop. Beautiful maneuver by the former Intercontinental Champion. And now working the neck of Hacksaw Duggan. Of course, fans, we have that big main event coming up as Olympian strongman Ken Patera teams with Hulk Hogan as they go against ravishing Rick Rude and King Kong Bundy. Beautiful maneuver by Duggan, takes Valentine down, the kick in midsection. Staying on top of Valentine, and Duggan with a big left hand, another left hand. Whipping Valentine into the ropes, and a big elbow takes Valentine down. Stomping away now, and now going for a submission, choking out Valentine. Will Valentine submit? He's close to the ropes, but breaks the hold. He got his hand in there to break the hold, but Duggan still followed suit with an elbow. Duggan now trying to get the fans behind him. They are solidly behind Hacksaw Duggan here. Picks up Valentine, front face lock. Inverted atomic drop, nails Valentine. And now Duggan going to work on the hammer with a big right hand. A kick to the midsection. Whipping Valentine into the turnbuckle. Follows, and Valentine reverses it with a chop to the throat. And Duggan fires back with body shots and a big punch to the face. Another right hand, and Valentine's in trouble. And a scoop slam. Down goes Valentine. And Duggan now in control. He's lining up Valentine. It looks like he's he's letting Valentine back up. That could be a mistake. And now Valentine going to work on the leg of Duggan. Duggan kind of just stood there and allowed Valentine to do that. Oh, and a big clothesline by Duggan, who seems to be focused again. Picks up Valentine, kick to the midsection. Picks up Valentine with a big slam, and down goes Valentine. He could be setting him up for that big clothesline, allowing Valentine to get back to his feet. Duggan charges and nails a clothesline. Valentine's down. And here's another look at that big football-style clothesline by Hacksaw Jim Duggan, taking Greg Valentine down. He goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3. And your winner is Hacksaw Jim Duggan, heading into Survivor Series. And here are some highlights from the contest. And Duggan with that big clothesline taking Valentine down. And Hacksaw Duggan getting some momentum for his team. Come Survivor Series, he will be teaming up with Macho Man Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat, and of course Ken Patera. Fans, we'll be right back with more prime time after this quick timeout.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
And fans, the following contest here on Primetime Wrestling features Ricky the Dragon Steamboat going against Hina family member Hercules Hernandez. And Hercules going for a big double axe handle. Oh, and Steamboat charges and nails Hercules. Stopping away now on Hercules is Steamboat. And Steamboat in control. Working over Hercules, who reverses it in a big clothesline. No reversal. Kick to the midsection by Steamboat. Big clothesline takes Hercules down. And a knee to the back. And Steamboat now seems to be in control in the early going. Picking up Hercules in a big chop. Sends Hercules reeling. And a big clothesline takes Hercules up and over the top rope. And Bobby Heenan having words with Ricky Steamboat, distracting Steamboat, allowing Hercules to get back into the ring, but misses with an elbow and Steamboat on top. Steamboat front face lock on Hercules. Oh, and a beautiful reversal by Hercules takes Steamboat down on the knee, and a bunch of kicks to the stomach of Ricky Steamboat. And these two men will be on opposing teams in 3 weeks' time at Survivor Series, as Steamboat will be teaming with the Macho Man Randy Savage, Hacksaw Duggan. Oh, and a beautiful slam on the outside floor by Hercules. Oh man, Hercules slams Steamboat on the hard floor here in Philadelphia. And now kicking away at Steamboat again. Getting back into the ring and breaks the count. And Steamboat teaming again with Ken Patera, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Hacksaw Duggan against her. Oh, and Hercules going into Steamboat, takes down the referee, goes for the cover, but the referee's down. That was an inadvertent clothesline. We'll see if Hercules gets disqualified. The referee back to his feet. Does not disqualify Hercules. I think he knew it was an accident. As Hercules times that second turnbuckle and nails Steamboat with an elbow. Goes for the cover now. Referee down. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Ricky Steamboat. And Hercules will be teaming with Ravishing Rick Rude, One Man Gang, and the Natural Butch Reed to take on the team of Steamboat. So both of these men looking for the advantage and momentum heading into Survivor Series, as Hercules has him up in a beautiful suplex, takes Steamboat up and over. Rolls him over, goes for the cover again, and Steamboat makes it to the ropes. Hercules stomping away now on the, oh, and misses with a knee. I think he misjudged the distance of Steamboat and clotheslines him over the top rope again. To the outside floor goes Steamboat. And the referee has begun his count, but Hercules chases Steamboat out there. And a big right hand takes Steamboat down. Steamboat is in trouble here in this contest. It has been Hercules for the last few minutes. And the momentum on Hercules' side picks up Steamboat and slams him down to the mat. Wow, what a move by Hercules. And the back of Ricky Steamboat must be in a lot of pain. And Hercules will take a count-out victory. Referee's out up to 6. A count-out victory will be just as much momentum as a pinfall heading into Survivor Series. And now Steamboat, ooh, with a suplex. Up and over goes Hercules. Now Steamboat getting the fans here in Philadelphia to rally behind him. Punching away at Hercules. Hercules has Steamboat up. Could it be that fall away slam? And it is! Oh! And Steamboat gets locked up in the ropes. And Steamboat, those cables, those steel cables did some work on Steamboat's back. Hercules was going for the power slam again. Steamboat got out of it. And a series of chops. And Hercules is in trouble. The big chop takes him down. Steamboat in control. Dragging Hercules and snapping the neck of Hercules up and down. Goes for the cover. Hercules is down 1. And a kick out at 1. Steamboat has regained control in this contest. And now Hercules is on the defense. Steamboat picks up Hercules, goes for a sleeper hold. Will it be enough to put Hercules Hernandez away? The referee's asking. Hercules is trying to fight out of it, doing everything he can. But when he grabs Steamboat's head and rams his face into the back of Hercules' head. Oh, and a big right hand. And another right hand snapmare takeover by Hercules, now in control. Side headlock has Steamboat right where he wants him. What a back and forth contest this has been thus far. A rematch from WrestleMania 2 a few years ago. And now Steamboat fights his way out with a series of elbows to the midsection. Has Hercules in a swinging neck breaker. Takes Hercules down. Steamboat goes to the outside. Could we be seeing a high crossbody? He's up top. He's allowing Hercules back to his feet. It could be. Steamboat. He jumps and he nails him with a big chop off the top rope. And that could be it. Here's a replay. Steamboat flies and nails Hercules with a big chop off the top rope. Bobby Heenan at ringside doesn't know what's going on. Steamboat pulls him to the center of the ring. He goes for the cover. This is it. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Hercules! Hercules got that shoulder up. And Steamboat arguing with the referee, but staying on top of Hercules. I thought it was over myself, and Hercules kicks the knee of Steamboat. Big clothesline takes Steamboat down. Hercules goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out by Steamboat. Hercules staying on top, and a beautiful, belly-to-belly suplex nails a reversal by Steamboat. Steamboat allowing Hercules back up. Steamboat, belly-to-back suplex, takes the big man up and over. And now Steamboat drags Hercules to the middle of the ring. Sets him up, and it's that sleeper hold again. Can Hercules get out of it this time? It's the second sleeper hold. He's really locking in. No! Hercules submits to Steamboat's sleeper hold, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat has gained momentum heading into Survivor Series. Here are some highlights from the contest. As Hercules nailed that fall-away slam, tying Steamboat's back into those steel cable ropes. But it wasn't enough to put Steamboat away. And the first sleeper hold that Steamboat had locked in was reversed by Hercules. But he fell victim to the second sleeper hold. And your winner here on Primetime Wrestling is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Fans, the Hulk Hogan and Ken Patera going against Ravishing Rick Rude and King Kong Bundy. That is our main event this evening. And that match is coming up next. Fans, we'll be right back after this quick timeout with more Primetime Wrestling. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Here's your winner, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
And fans, welcome back to Primetime Wrestling. What a shocker, as Roddy Piper says he will be the fourth member of Hulk Hogan, Jake Roberts, and Don Rocco's team of Survivor Series. As Hogan stomping away on Ravishing Rick Rude, Ken Patera firing away on King Kong Bundy. Patera has Bundy, into the corner goes Bundy. A series of kicks. Hogan on top of Rude, and a kick out at 1 by Rude. Stomping away now on Bundy is Patera. Hogan picks up Rude, and Rude with a rake of the back. These are Texas Tornado rules. All 4 men in the ring. The first to a pinfall or submission wins the contest. And Hulk Hogan has declared war on the entire Heenan family, flexing in front of Rick Rude. as Rude nails him with the right hand. Did not like that too much. It was a Saturday night's main event last month when Hulk Hogan defeated King Kong Bundy. And of course, back at the big event back in August, he lost the world title. Oh, and the referee goes down. Patera in the corner, but the referee back to his feet. Hulk Hogan lost his one and only rematch to Paul Orndorff at the big event. And Paul Orndorff said he's never going to face Hogan again. Goes for the cover on Rude. Referee's down one, and Bundy breaks it up. Oh, and Patera takes down King Kong Bundy as if he weighed 200 pounds. And now Hogan firing away on Bundy. Patera has Rude locked in a submission maneuver. And Rude able to fight out of it, and a big 10 punches to King Kong Bundy's head. Hogan has Bundy, whips him into the ropes. Patera was rolled up by Rude, and a slam by Bundy down on Hogan, and Hogan bounced 2 feet off the mat. Now Bundy stomping on the arm of Hogan. Patera working Rude in the corner. Now Bundy stomping away again on Hogan. A beautiful belly to back suplex by Ken Patera. Stomping away Hogan has Bundy over the top. And now Patera trying to make Rude submit to that beautiful maneuver. That reverse neck hold. Is Rude going to give up? And he gets out of it barely. And now Patera with a backbreaker on Rick Rude. Hogan punching away at Bundy. Moves Bundy into the ropes. And the big clothesline takes Bundy down. Hogan dropping the leg on Bundy. That's how he won his Saturday night's main event. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Bundy kicks out. But Patera has Rude in the full Nelson. And he gives up. He taps out. There was no Bobby Heenan this time to ring the bell, and Ken Patera makes Rick Rude tap. What a match. I mean, this was not a very long contest, about 5 minutes it appears, but it was full of back and forth, intense fighting, and Patera made Rick Rude submit to the full Nelson, getting revenge from earlier in the summer when he thought he had the Intercontinental title won, and Bobby Heenan rang the bell at ringside. And then, of course, Rick Rude rolling up Patera from behind, so a bit of revenge from that contest. And Ken Patera and Hulk Hogan have some momentum heading to Survivor Series in 3 weeks' time. Fans, we thank you for tuning in to Primetime Wrestling. I'm Gotmark76, and we will see you next week for NWA Clash of the Champions New York Knockout that is coming. We're going to aim for Wednesday or Thursday for Clash of the Champions. Good night, everybody. It's Survivor Series, the Thanksgiving night tradition, and finalized tonight on Primetime Wrestling. Hulk Hogan, Don Morocco, and Jake the Snake Roberts will be joined by the Rowdy One, Roddy Piper, as they tangle with Heenan family members, World Heavyweight Champion Paul Orndorff, Andre the Giant, Harley Race, and King Kong Bundy. Also on the card, Thanksgiving night, the Macho Man Randy Savage leads his team of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ken Patera, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan into war against ravishing Rick Rude, Hercules Hernandez, the Natural Butch Reed, and the One-Man Gang. Tag team supremacy will reign as the Young Stallions Paul Roma and Jim Powers team with the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid, as they go against Demolition, the World Tag Team Champions, Axe and Smash, and the Islanders, Haku and Tama. And rounding out the Survivor Series elimination matches will be the Dream Team of Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake, teaming with the Honky Tonk Man and Adrian Adonis, as they go against the Hart Foundation of Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and their partners, the Blue Blazer and Coco Beware. All this, plus an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal with the winner receiving a future Intercontinental Championship match. It's Survivor Series, Thanksgiving night, YouTube, Gotmark76.